my name is Ben Posner. I'm from Reddick, New York, and I play the tuba. Today I'll be performing the first movement of Richard Strauss's first horn concerto.
I chose to answer the question, if I were to build my dream ensemble, whom would I play with and why? And I didn't want to sit here all day recording this video, so I'm going to limit it to just the brass section because I'm a tuba player. But I also, we're going to include 2 tuba players in this section because it's who would I play with, meaning that I would be playing with them. But I think I would want a second tuba player. Maybe we're playing like Symphonie Fantastique or something. Yeah, let's start there. For tuba players, I would pick Mike Roylance of the BSO. I think he's one of the best tuba players alive right now, of all time, really. I think his sound and like just his general technique on the instrument is really like unrivaled today. And I really think ever. I love his excerpt recordings with Jim Markey of the BSO as well. Extraordinary Foundations. They have some amazing excerpt recordings. I think they're really fun to listen to, and his sound is just it's really incredible. Trombone, this is probably a pick that a lot of people would say, but I think Joe Alessi is one of the best trombonists. He's the best trombonist I've ever heard in person, at least. I've seen him perform with the New York Philharmonic. I live in New York, so I've had the privilege of getting to see him perform live many times. I also saw him performing solo with the Juilliard Trombone Choir once for New York Phil Holiday Brass Concert, like in the Lincoln Center lobby. And his sound and just like it's really incredible. Everybody knows how good Joe Alessi is, but I think that would be my choice. And I did say principal brass players, but I'll throw in a bass trombone pick as well, because I feel like as a tuba player you have to have a good bass trombonist playing with you. And there were a couple different options I was thinking about here, but I think, like I said before, I think Jim Markey of the BSO, I think he's really an extraordinary player and just like musician in general. I think he has the capacity to be really musical and really good at like building a phrase. And again, I love his recordings with Mike Roylance of Extraordinary Foundations for that excerpt playlist or album that they both have. Principal trumpet, I'll group principal trumpet and horn in one, because this is like the other side of the brass section from the tuba family. I'm a big fan of the Chicago Symphony. I think their sound is really incredible. And so I would say principal horn, I would say Del Clevenger. Principal trumpet, I'd say Bud Herseth. I think like together they're one of the best high brass principal duos. I think like they really help to shape the sound of the Chicago Symphony. There's a recording of from I think 1994. It's actually what I use as a reference for my Meistersinger audition tape. It's of them playing overture to Meistersinger from 1994. So they were all like a little bit older by then, but I don't think that inhibited their sound at all. And I think Die Meistersinger is one of the more brassy Wagner overtures, and it's just, especially towards the end of the opening there, it's just really incredible what both of them can do, and what the entire brass section does in that recording. Yeah, those are my picks. Thank you.